Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I trust you're having a fantastic evening and you enjoyed the racing out at Greyville. The kid tipped 6 out of 8 winners. He tipped the bar pot 4 times, returned 98 Rand 30. However, it cost 480 to outlay, so you got your money back there. Jackpot 1 out. Jackpot 2 1 out. So we're nearly there. We're nearly there. We keep boxing on. We're going to have the postman tipping out at the Vaal. So I'm going to hand over to the postman.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. Racing comes to us from the Vaal Turf Club, and we are racing on the classic track. There are 8 races carded, and the first event is due off at 1200 hours. Guys, just going back to racing on the weekend, we had a very, very nice day. Our best bets arrived on his coconut. Paid, I think, 2 Rand a win, was 12 to 10. The value bet, I was disappointed there, but the rain never helped us there. I think we were drawn on the wrong side. But nevertheless, we had a very, very nice day. So let's touch on the Vaal meeting scheduled for Tuesday, the 1st of March. Race 1 is due off at 1200 hours. As I said, it's around the bend. It's a 1200 meter track. And our first selection here is horse number 8, color coded. Guys, please take note, this is a work rider. So when we're taking our buy pots, I certainly won't be bankering this. Anyway, so the first race, our first selection here is horse number 8, color coded. This is Charma Mabaya for Candace Dawson. Nasty drawn at 4. Ran over the Vaal straight, finished 5th on that occasion, has only had 1 run, was slow, was green, but I'm certainly looking for improvement from this one. And in an open race, we've gone horse number 8 to win. For second, I have gone for horse number 1, Song of Liberty, Daniel Basi for Paulie Matchett. This ran a good race last time out, finishing 3rd, 2 lengths behind Western View. Jumped, showed pace. I do believe that this course may suit, and I've selected that to run second. For third, I've gone for horse number 2. This is Risky Business. Anarti Feni for St. John Gray. Last time out in the work riders under Sam Messiah. This finished 3rd, 1.5 lengths behind the winner. And again, this type of field can certainly fill in one of the minor spots. For 4th, gone for horse number 6, La Banqueri. This is Paulie Peter. The work rider has really, really good form for the stable. I think this is a current favorite. And again, should not be left out, but I certainly would not be taking 12 to 10. So, as I said, in the work riders open race, I've gone 8, 1, 2, and 6. The second race on the card, due off at 12:35, is another maiden plate to be run over 1200 meters. And in this race, we've gone for horse number 1, Fire Lord. Keegan DeMello for Mike de Kock. This one is nicely drawn at 3. I see is dropping back to sprinting, and I do believe that this is the horse to beat. I think this run too stronger than it meets, so this is my first selection. For second, guys, I've gone for horse number 2, Patricia. This is Warren Kennedy for Paul Peter. Warren rode this one last time out, finishing 3rd, just over 2 lengths behind Another Thief. Very, very speedy sort, was staying on, and again can fill in one of the minor spots. For third, gone for horse number 5. This is Trust the Fire. Muzieni for Bill Human. The form is there for all of us to see, consistent sort. This one has had 21 runs for no wins, so you can't back this with any confidence. I see they're throwing blinkers on, so obviously he's going to jump and go, and again, may fill in one of the minor spots. For fourth, I've gone for horse number 7, Privilege. Ray Danielson for Sean Terry. There was a ton of support for this one first time out. However, let the side down, finished green, never showed. They gave it a long break after that, and I'm certainly looking for some improvement on that run. So the second race, I've gone 1, 2, 5, and 7. We move, guys, please take note, there is 2 scratchings. Horse number 4, Sonostrala, is out, as well as horse number 10, Walala Wasala. The third race on the card, this is Joff at 1305, a maiden plate for over 1800 meters. And in the third race, my first selection here is horse number 2, Pottinger. Guys, I think this is a match race. So my first selection is Pottinger, Warren Kennedy for Paulie Peter. This one was beaten by 3/4 of a length last time out, was held up between the 200 and 100 meter mark. If it was not held up, we'd probably have won the race. And I've selected this one to win. 2 to 1, I think, is quite a fair price. For second, guys, I've gone for horse number 1. This is DJ Junior. This is Ray Danielson for Erica Verdenese. Ray has ridden it on all 3 occasions and has improved with every run. I think that the 1800 would suit and should not be left out. For third, gone for horse number 15, Arizona Lady. This is Keegan de Mello for Johan Janssen van Vuren. Also nicely drawn at 5. I'm putting a line through the last run. Something went amiss. I know the horse was in season, but we look at the form before that. Ran second to Stunning Kitten, ran third to Jackie Sparks, and again, should fill one of the minor spots. For fourth, I have gone for horse number 7, Give Me a Dream. This is Gavin Laverina for Paulie Peter. I had excuses last time out, pulled, was cut left hind. Gavin jumps aboard this one for the first time. I see there has been a touch of support, I think, from 6 to 1 to 5 to 1. So if you're taking pick 6, I fancy 1 and 2, but for the larger perms, you may throw this one in as well. The fourth race on the card, and this is due off at 13:35. Another maiden plate, this time for fillies, and this is to be run over 1800 meters. In the fourth race, you find my best bet of the day. This is horse number 10, Pretty and Pearls. Muzieni for Paulie Matchett. Nicely drawn at 5. I think currently round about 3 to 1. I think this is a nice price. Muzi jumps aboard this one for the first time. I do believe that the 1800 would suit to the ground. Last time out with Craig Zaki, finished 4th, 3 3/4 lengths behind the winner. Lost a length at the start, was switched 200 out, and I do believe with a nice clear passage, this is the horse to beat. For second, I've thrown in horse number 2, Night Lily. This is Ryan Munger for Ashley Fortune. This is I think is quite a nice sort. If this was drawn better, I certainly would have put this one closer to my top bet. This is drawn 10 out of 10, so we'll definitely need a lot of luck in their running. But last time out, as I said, finished second over 1800 meters, and again should give a very good account of itself. For third, gone for a bit of a roughie here. This is horse number 3, Elusive Rocket. Currently around about 14 to 1. Warren Kennedy for Paul Peter. Nicely drawn at 2, and I'm certainly looking for improvement for this one. And one can throw this one into the back end of trifectas and quartets. For fourth, gone for horse number 6, Hydrangea. Keegan de Mello for Sean Terry. There was a bit of improvement last time out behind Vickle Spickle, made steady progress, and again this can fill in one of the minor spots. So race 4, I've gone 10, 2, 3 and 6. The fifth race on the card, Joff at 1405. This is a merit rated 84 handicap to be run over 1450 meters. And in the fifth race, my first selection here is horse number 3, Nordic Rebel. This is Gavin Arena for Erica Verdenese. I think this is quite a nice value bet, around about 5 to 1. I think could be worth a small each way touch. Last time out under Dennis Swars was eased and cut into, so had excuses there, and finished less than 3 lengths behind Eurocent. Gavin Arena rode this one 3 runs back, beating Baysier. We know Baysier came out and won the other day. For second, I've gone for horse number 8, Evening Primrose. Craig Zaki for Gareth van Zyl, nicely drawn at 5. This is a first run in the province. We know how Van Zyl's stable's been doing. So again, if you're taking exotics, certainly don't leave this one out. This one last time out in Durban, over 1900 meters. They're bringing this one back to 1450, and it won first time out at Greyville over 1600 meters. So maybe a touch sharp, but I certainly wouldn't be leaving this one out simply because the Van Zyl stable is in hot form. For third, gone for horse number 4, Florentine. Richard Ferry for Mike de Kock, nicely drawn at 1. Last time out finished third, was staying on strongly that day. I think the field it meets today is slightly stronger. However, there has been a touch of support from 18 to 10 to 16 to 10. So if you're taking pick sixes, don't leave out. For fourth, gone for horse number 5, Cleveland. Warren Kennedy for Paulie Peter. Warren has ridden this one before. He finished 4th, a length behind the winner. He was running on that day. Last time out finished 2 lengths behind Suited Connector. Was staying on well, and again should be involved in the finish. So race 5, gone 3, 8, 4 and 5. We move on to race 6, and I think this is a nightmare race. I think this is very, very open, guys. Put in as many as the pocket would allow. My first selection here, and a narrow first selection, is horse number 4, Willow Express. Richie Ferry for Sean Tarry. This finished third last time out, was staying on at the finish. That was over 1600. I think the 1450 would suit this one down to the ground. The time before that finished third behind Majestic Mozart, was flying at the death. Nicely drawn at 1, cannot be left out. For second, I've gone for horse number 8, Team Gold. Gavin Arena for Roy Magna, nicely drawn at 5. Gavin has ridden this one before, whereby he finished less than a length to Bard of Avon over 1300 meters. And again, I think that this one will go pretty close. For third, I have thrown in horse number 9. This is Irish Tractor. Cabela Mazziani for Brett Crawford. Cabela's riding really, really well for the stable. Rode this one last time out, finishing second. Was running on that occasion. Cast a shoe, so had excuses. And again, cannot be left out of any permutation. For third, my apologies, for fourth, gone for Rio Raffia, horse number 1, Mardi Gras. Caden Brewer for Fabian Habib. Caden will claim his 2.5. And again, I think this one has been running to very, very strong, very good sorts. And I've thrown this one in back end of trifectas and quartets. The 7th race on the card, due off at 15:10, merit rated 83 handicap for fillies and mares, to be run over 1800 meters. Our first selection here is horse number 7, Woman of Substance. Guys, I think this is also quite nice, valued round about 7-1. Dennis Swaz for Tyrone Zaki. This one is drawn 7. It ran on really, really well last time out to finish third, just over half a length behind Eternal Life. And I do believe that 7-1 is a nice price. We certainly going to have a small each way touch on that one. For second, gone for horse 5, Snow Palace. Chase Marjan for Cornet Spiss. Nicely drawn at 5. Nicely weighted. 3.5 kilos better off than my first selection. And again, this one should be there and thereabouts when the whips are cracking. For third, gone for horse number 8, Ariam. Cabela Mazziani for Sean Tarry. Currently 7-2. My only negative here, this is drawn 10 out of 11, so would need a lot of luck in the running. For fourth, gone for horse number 2, Opera Glass. Muzieni for Stephen Moffat. This one was carded to run the other day, but the meeting was, or the race was abandoned. And again, I think this one can fill in one of the minor spots. So race 7 gone 7, 5, 8, and 2. Guys, we move on to the lucky last. This is due off at 1540, a merit rated 69 handicap for fillies and mares to be run over 1800 meters. I think this is also quite a tricky event. We don't want to go out the last leg, so I think we should put in a couple here. However, my first selection is horse number 1, Green Growing the Lilacs. My apologies, Keegan DeMello for Dean Kanamea. This one has had one run in the province, finishing third. Was running on really, really well, and I do believe the 1800 would suit this one down to the ground. For second, gone for horse number 8. This is Fashionada, round about 18 to 1. This is Jeff Seister for Brett Weber, nicely drawn at 2. And I certainly believe that this one will run a drum. If this is paying £3 a place, we're going to certainly get involved. We're going to throw this one in swingers as well. For third, I've gone for horse number 5, Liverpool Legend. This one is Craig Zaki for St. John Gray. Craig rode this one last time out, finishing third, a length behind the winner. This one was staying on, finished the race with respiratory noise. But again, this one generally runs on at the death and should not be left out of permutations. For fourth, gone for horse number 4, Sai Barreras. This is Cabello Mazziani for Mike de Kock. Cabello rode it and won last time out. Ran on really, really well. And again, if we're taking exotics, should be thrown in. Guys, I would even throw in horse number 3, Capistel. I know it's drawn wide at 14. Warren Kennedy for Mike and Adam Azzi. Warren did ride this one last time out and he won. He set the pace and kept finding. And again, in this field, I certainly would throw this one in. And in the 8th race, I know horse number 7, Miss Otis, has been withdrawn. Guys, again, we need to go and look. Please check for scratchings, check for jockey changes. Take care, look after yourself, and Stevie, back to you in the studio.
Hey, thanks for that input, the postman. I see you've tipped a bar pot, a PA, jackpot 1 and a jackpot 2. So please, Lord, let one of them arrive for the punters. And your value bet, race 5, number 3, race 7, number 7, both 5 to 1. And your best bet, race 4, number 10, Pretty and Pearls at 5 to 2. So that's fantastic value. Please, Lord, let them arrive. Let's cash in. Let's make tidy profit. And let's keep boxing on and enjoying our racing. All in all, enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.